Good afternoon. Today we're out here with Mr. Charlie. And Charlie is a horse we just started to work with. This is our third day, I believe. In any case, he came to a cowboy friend of mine's ranch for an elderly gentleman. And I honestly believe out the gate the horse is going to just be way too much horse for him. He's supposed to be older, late teens, and they say that he used to possibly do a few things, but if he was stalled up, maybe after 2 weeks or so, he would buck out. Yesterday, the first day, I just kind of groundworked him. He doesn't really know much on the ground. I won't say know much, but he just didn't respond well to any ground cues. And as much as I talk about pressure, in the initial stage when I'm investigating, because that's what you are initially when you get a horse that has been touched before, is you're an absolute investigator. At that point, you cannot just immediately instill your philosophy in the horse because there may be certain things going on. Well, I put the saddle on, as I stated, and the horse bucked out across this whole arena here. And had it not been for the panels and the fencing, he definitely would have just bucked out and probably hit the tracks over here, and definitely would have been killed. So in my investigation, what I've determined is that he doesn't trust at all. He has very, very high level trust issues. He trusts me only to the point that I've been handling him for 3 days, but it's not a great deal of trust at all. He trusts me basically to lead him, but at the same time, he's all over the place as far as looking to see if it's safe for him to take his very next step almost. I also discovered that he doesn't like anyone behind him. He doesn't like anything behind him. Any noise just really causes him to really react severely. Very, very skittish reactions to any sounds behind him. I had a cowboy come up behind him, and we're in the middle of the arena actually, and the cowboy's actually just coming up because he just got to the ranch to talk to me. Hey, what's going on, cowboy? He says. And he just damn near came out of his skin. So trust is an issue. However, it's not a problem for Socator because that's the foundation of Socator. So what I have to do is build a really good bond with him, instill some great trust in him, and we should be able to get some things accomplished. Absolutely. At this point, I'm going to reiterate, as much pressure as I talk about, I will go extremely slow at this point, so much so I've been criticized by other trainers that I go so slow in this process. But for me and for Socator, the entire philosophy is a uneventful first ride. If this horse bucks out when I get on its back, we both lost. Because I think what people neglect to realize is that when the horse bucks out, that means it was a terrible experience for him or her. It was so severe that they had to buck out and get you off their back. So look at it from that perspective as well. Yeah, you got bucked up, but the horse bucked. He didn't, or she didn't have a good time either. So again, if the horse bucks out in any fashion, form, crow hop, anything funny, as we say, funny business, we both lost. So we take our time, but I think Charlie's going to be okay. Isn't that right, Mr. Charlie? He's starting to give me his face a lot better. These scratches are just all these scratches on him. These are things that happened from what I understand when he came in. That he came in and some cowboy threw a saddle on his back and jumped on him, and he jumped completely out of his skin. The cowboy managed to be okay, but he didn't. So let's start looking at it from the animal's perspective in these training processes. Thank you guys for listening.